Hello and welcome to Preschool Storytime. My name is Miss Erica and I'm from the Chattanooga Public Library. Now we are in week 4 of our summer learning program, Make, Play, Read, Learn. It's not too late to sign up. Head over to mprl.chatlibrary.org and you can register today. So our theme for the week is Hoopla Week. And if you don't know, Hoopla is an online platform that provides free audiobooks, ebooks, graphic novels, streaming movies, TV shows, all with your library card. So in order to celebrate Hoopla Week, we are going to be reading books written by authors that you can also find on Hoopla. And stick around till the end and you'll get a very special challenge that you can earn a badge for your Mprl participation at the end of this program. Now we are going to go ahead and get started with our collabing song. So start clapping. Here we go. We clap and say hello. We clap and say hello. With our friends at Storytime, we clap and say hello. Stomp your feet. We stomp and say hello, we stomp and say hello. With our friends at Storytime, we stomp and say hello. Wiggle! We wiggle and say hello, we wiggle and say hello. With our friends at Storytime, we wiggle and say hello. Wave. We wave and say hello, we wave and say hello. With our friends at Storytime, we wave and say hello. Hello, friends. I'm so glad that you are here with me. We are going to get started with a book. This is called Giraffe Problems. It is by Jory John, illustrated by Lane Smith. What kind of problems do you think a giraffe might have? Based on this illustration on the cover, we only see a certain part of the giraffe. Do you know which part of the giraffe that is? Yes. That is his neck. And why do we only see his neck? Because giraffes have really long necks. So let's open it up and find out exactly what kind of problems this giraffe has. I feel bad about my neck. I do. I can't help it. It's too long, too bendy, too narrow, too dopey, too patterned, too stretchy, too high, too lofty, too necky. Yes, my neck is too necky. Everybody stares at it. This guy, that guy, him, her, them, whatever that is, and her again. Yep, I feel bad about my neck. I've tried dressing it up. I've added scarves, 2 scarves, a bundle of scarves, a mountain of scarves. I've tried bow ties and regular ties and both. That is a highly decorated neck. I've tried hiding it away. I've used shrubs. I've hung out in ditches. I've stood behind trees. You can see him poking out right there. I've spent time in the river. Other animals have necks that just work. Take a gander at the zebra's neck. Stripes always look good. So classic. Quit staring at me. Or gaze upon this elephant's neck. So strong and powerful, yet graceful. Stop talking about me. Or glimpse this lion, whose neck is adorned with a glorious mane of flowing locks. What a sight! How inspiring! Why can't I have a neck like that? Are you always this loud? My mom says I should be proud of my neck. She says other animals would love to have a neck like this. Yeah, right. No offense, Mom. Nobody wants this neck. It's a neck only a mother could love. It all makes me want to hide until the sun sets. He is doing a lot of worrying about other people, isn't he? Other animals. Sheesh. Good evening. I've been admiring your neck from afar. Oh, how I wish my neck looked like yours. I'd get so much done in a day. Goodness, I can only imagine all the reaching and grabbing and looking around I could do. I'd accomplish many goals. Meanwhile, I'm saddled with this sorry excuse for a neck. Here, watch me stretch it out. Ooh. Stretch. See, that's as far as it goes. Pathetic, right? I'm basically neckless. You feel bad about your neck, too? Yup. Huh. I'm Cyrus, by the way. I'm Edward. It's lovely to meet you, Cyrus. Can I tell you something else, Edward? Of course, Cyrus. There is a hill in a distance, which on that very hill, which surely you can see from your great vantage, I've stood on that very hill for 7 straight days now, staring skyward, watching a single piece of fruit, a lone banana, slowly change from green to yellow, ripening. I've endured windy nights and unseasonably brisk mornings with very little sleep, and I waited and waited, hoping against all hope that the fruit would drop before me so I could sample its sweetness and nourish myself in the process. Yet day after day, I felt like such a fool as I've stretched my neck toward those greedy branches, only to be limited by my own physical shortcomings. He thought a very long time about what he was going to say, didn't he? You want a banana from a tree? That's what I said, yes. Is that what he said? Whoa! Plonk. He got that banana. That was really high up. Here you go. Whomp. Oh, you did it. You made it look so easy. Munch, 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 munch. Delectable. So that's what a banana tastes like, huh? It's worth the wait. Edward, face it. Your neck is impressive. It allows you to do amazing things. For instance, you just solved my week-long banana dilemma in 10 seconds. Well, thank you, Cyrus. I think your neck is swell, too. It's elegant and dignified, and it works with your shell. That means a great deal to me, Edward. Say, do you like bow ties, Cyrus? I'm not sure, Edward. I have very little experience with them. You look wonderful, Cyrus, as do you, Edward. I feel good about our necks, Edward. Thank you, Cyrus. For once, so do I. Yes, for once. So do I. The end. Finally learned to love their necks. We all have something that's very different about us, but it is very special, because without it, we would all be the same. And it's fun to have things that are different about everybody. Well, we are going to, here it is, I have another giraffe for us to look at. There he is. Well, one day, a frog came hopping along, and he saw the giraffe way up high in the sky, and he said, "Hey, what's it like up there?" And the giraffe said, "Pardon?" Because he couldn't hear him. Well, the frog hopped up on top of a lion and said, "I said, how's the view up there?" But the giraffe couldn't hear him, and he said, "Pardon?" Well then, the frog hopped on top of a hippopotamus and said, "How's the view up there?" But the giraffe said, "Pardon?" He still couldn't hear. Well, Froggy hopped up on top of an elephant. And do you know what he said? "How's the view up there?" And Giraffe said, "Pardon?" Do you know what pardon is? Pardon is another word for excuse me. So you could say, "Pardon me," or "Excuse me." They mean the same thing. The giraffe said, "Pardon? Excuse me?" Because he couldn't hear him. Well, the frog took one giant leap and landed on the giraffe's nose. And the frog said, "How's the view up here?" And the giraffe said, "It's nice up here, thank you, but I think, chew!" And he sneezed. And the frog flew down and landed on the ground. And the giraffe said, "Well, thank you for asking. So, what's it like down there?" And the frog said, "Pardon?" Because now he couldn't hear again. Do you think that the giraffe could make his neck low enough to where he could actually talk to the frog? Do you think it will bend that far? I don't know if this neck will bend. This neck will not. There. Should they have a conversation like that? Lying on the ground. Alrighty, it is time to drive our fire trucks. So everybody put on their hats. Put on your fire boots. Zoop, zoop. Put on your jacket and zip it up. Zoop. Get in your fire truck. Shut the door. Put on your seatbelt. Click. Grab your steering wheel. And here we go. Hurry, hurry, drive the fire truck. Hurry, hurry, drive the fire truck. Hurry, hurry, drive the fire truck. Ding, 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 ding. Hurry, hurry, climb the ladder. Hurry, hurry, climb the ladder. Hurry, hurry, climb the ladder. Ding, 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 ding. Hurry, hurry, squirt the water. Hurry, hurry, squirt the water. Hurry, hurry, squirt the water. Ding, 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 ding. And we have to go faster. Grab your steering wheel. Hurry, hurry, drive the fire truck. Hurry, hurry, drive the fire truck. Hurry, hurry, drive the fire truck. Ding, 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 ding. Hurry, hurry, climb the ladder. Hurry, hurry, climb the ladder. Hurry, hurry, climb the ladder. Ding, 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 ding. Hurry, hurry, squirt the water. Hurry, hurry, squirt the water. Hurry, hurry, squirt the water. Ding, 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 ding. Get back in your truck. Open the door. Shut the door. Choop. Put on your seatbelt. Click. Drive back to the station. Get out and shut the door. Choop. And take off your fire hat. Take off your boots. Zoop, zoop. Take off your jacket. Zoop. And grab an ice cream cone. And get a scoop. And a scoop. And a scoop. One more. Scoop. With sprinkles on top. And take a big lick. And pat yourself on the back. Great job putting out that fire. Well, it is time for another book. This one is by Doreen Cronin, and the pictures are by Scott Minchin. This is called Wiggle. So guess what? You're going to have to wiggle while we read the book. Actually, I'm going to sing the book too. Do you wake up with a wiggle? Do you wiggle out of bed? If you wiggle with your breakfast, it might wind up on your head. First wiggle where your tail would be. Wiggle your tail. Then wiggle all your hair. Feeling extra silly? Wiggle in your underwear. Ooh! Can you wiggle with your shadow? Can you wiggle with your toys? When you wiggle with gorillas, do they make a wiggle noise? Oh. Can you wiggle in the water? Wiggle one fin on each side. Or wiggle like a crocodile, open big and wide. When you wiggle where your wings would be, wiggle fills the skies. Wiggle slowly with the polar bears, they're very wiggle shy. Snakes are one big wiggle, no wings, no tails, no feet. Some wiggles are worth waiting for. Wiggle, wiggle, tweet. Would you join me for a wiggle? Would you wiggle on the moon? Oh, I think we're out of wiggles now. See you wiggle soon. Now we're going to do a wiggle rhyme. And you need to know a few signs. You need to know mouse. And you need to know dinosaur. You need to know house. And door. We're going to do some wiggles. We're going to do tiny wiggles like a little mouse. And then some big wiggles like a dinosaur. Are you ready? Start with your tiny wiggles. I saw a little wiggle right inside my house. It looked like the wiggle of a tiny little mouse. He wiggled on the ceiling. He wiggled on the floor. He wiggled and wiggled until he fell asleep and then began to snore. Snore like a little mouse. Now big wiggles. I saw a great big wiggle like right inside my door. It looked like the wiggle of a giant dinosaur. He wiggled on the ceiling. He wiggled on the floor. He wiggled till he fell asleep and then began to snore. Make a big dinosaur snore. Whoo! 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 Whoa, that's a big dinosaur. Okay, now we're going to do some more wiggling. We are going to sing a silly hat song. Our silly hat is going to be on different parts of our body. And whenever we move the hat, then that part of the body has to wiggle. So if it's on our head, we have to make our head wiggle. And then we're going to move our hat somewhere else. Alrighty. You may want to stand up for this one if you're not standing up already. Here we go. On my head I wear a hat. It is such a silly hat that my head will wiggle waggle to and fro. Where else can my silly hat go? Put your hat on your shoulders. On my shoulder I wear a hat. It is such a silly hat that my shoulder will wiggle waggle to and fro. Where else can my silly hat go? Put your hat on your shoulder. Put it on your elbow. On my shoulder I wear my elbow. On my elbow I wear a hat. It is such a silly hat that my elbow will wiggle waggle to and fro. Where else can my silly hat go? Take off your hat. Put it on your knee. Where's your knee? On my knee I wear a hat. It is such a silly hat that my knee will wiggle waggle to and fro. Where else can my silly hat go? Take your hat off your knee. Put it on your foot. Get your foot ready. On my foot I wear a hat. It is such a silly hat that my foot will wiggle waggle to and fro. Where else can my silly hat go? And your job is to think of some more places to put your silly hat and see if you can make it wiggle and waggle. It is time for our next book. It is called Mortimer. This is by Robert Munsch and the art is by Michael Marchenko. One night, Mortimer's mother took him upstairs to go to bed. Thump, 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 thump. Do you see how these words start low and they go up? Kind of like stair steps. So you can imagine Mortimer's mother walking up the steps. Thump, 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 thump. They got upstairs. Mortimer's mother opened the door to his room. She threw him into bed and said, "Mortimer, be quiet." Mortimer shook his head yes. Mother shut the door and went back down the stairs. Thump, 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 thump. As soon as she got back downstairs, Mortimer sang, "Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day." Mortimer's father heard all of the noise. He came up the stairs. Thump, 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 thump. He opened the door and yelled, "Mortimer, be quiet." Mortimer shook his head yes. Father went back down the stairs. Thump, 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 thump. As soon as he got to the bottom of the stairs, Mortimer sang, "Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day." All of Mortimer's 17 brothers and sisters heard that noise. They came up the stairs. Thump, 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 thump. They yelled. They opened the door and yelled in a tremendous loud voice, "Mortimer, be quiet!" Mortimer shook his head yes. Do you think he'll actually be quiet this time? Brothers and sisters shut the door and went downstairs. Thump, 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 thump. As soon as they got to the bottom of the stairs, Mortimer sang, "Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day." They got so upset that this time they called the police. 2 policemen came and walked very slowly up the stairs. Thump, 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 thump. They opened the door and said in very deep policeman-type voices, "Mortimer, be quiet." Can you make your voice really big and say, "Mortimer, be quiet"? Will Mortimer listen this time? The policeman shut the door and went back down the stairs. Thump, 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 thump. As soon as they got to the bottom of the stairs, Mortimer sang, "Clang, clang, rattle, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bang, gonna make my noise all day." Uh-oh. He didn't listen. Well, downstairs, no one knew what to do. The mother got into a big fight with the policeman. The father got into a big fight with the brothers and the sisters. Upstairs, Mortimer got so tired waiting for someone to come up that he fell asleep. The end. That's all they needed to do, was just leave him alone and let him fall to sleep. He finally got tired enough from all of that singing. Alrighty then. We've got another song we're going to do together. 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. Those are some more monkeys who should have been going to sleep and they didn't. We're going to do this in sign language. So here is the sign for monkey. And they're going to be jumping on a bed. So when they're jumping, you're going to hold your hand out. Here are your 2 little legs and make them jump up and down. And then here's the bed. Are you ready? We're going to start with 5. 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." 4 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." 3 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." 2 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." 1 little monkey jumping on the bed. She fell off and bumped her head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed. It's time to go to sleep." Alrighty. I know somebody else who went to sleep. Some little fishies. Can you be fishies for me? I need you to pretend that you are going to go to sleep. And then you're going to wake up and you're going to go swimming all around your room. This song is by Lori Berkner and it's called The Goldfish. And she has given permission for her song to be used in online story times. Alrighty, so why don't you lay down and go to sleep. Close your eyes. Lots of little fish were sleeping on a rock on the bottom of the ocean. They lifted up their heads and they shook out their tails, shaky, 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 and they said, "Let's go swimming, let's go swimming, let's go swimming. Yeah, let's go swimming, let's go swimming, let's go swimming on the bottom of the ocean." Then the little fish got so very, very tired that they came back to the rock. They put down their heads and they put down their tails and they took a little nap. And when they woke up, they were a little bit dirty, so they decided to take a shower. And they washed their hair, and they washed their ears, and they washed their tummies, and they washed their very long fishy beards. They washed their noses, they washed their toes, and then they said, "Wait a minute, we're fish. We don't take showers. Let's go swimming, let's go swimming. Yeah, let's go swimming, let's go swimming, let's go swimming on the bottom of the ocean." Then decided to ride their bicycles. So they rode to the left, and they rode to the right, and they rode all day, yeah, and they rode all night, 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 night. They rode downhill, and faster still, and then they said, wait a minute, we're fish. We don't ride bicycles. Let's go swimming, let's go swimming. Yeah, let's go swimming, let's go swimming, let's go swimming on the bottom of the ocean. Then the little fish got so very, very tired that they came back to the rock. They put down their heads and they put down their tails and they took a little nap. And when they woke up, they decided to brush their teeth. So they got their toothbrush and their toothpaste, and they squeezed a little on, tried not to waste, put it in their mouth, brushed north and south, and then they said, wait a minute, we're fish. We don't brush our teeth. Let's go swimming, let's go swimming. Yeah, let's go swimming, let's go swimming, let's go swimming on the bottom of the ocean. Let's go swimming, let's go swimming. Yeah, let's go swimming, let's go swimming, let's go swimming on the bottom of the ocean. Good job, fishies. I hope you are awake now because we have one more book. This one, do you know who this one is by? Mo Willems. It is called There is a Bird on Your Head, and this is an elephant and piggy story. Here comes the bird. Piggy! Is something on my head?
Yes. There is a bird on your head.
There's a bird on my head? Ah! Is there a bird on my head now?
No. Now there are two birds on your head.
What are two birds doing on my head?
They're in love.
Look at the birds kissing.
Mwah.
The birds on my head are in love. Ugh.
They are in love.
Lovebirds. How do you know they are lovebirds?
Well, they're making a nest.
The two birds are making a nest on my head? Why would two birds be making a nest on my head? I'm afraid to ask. Do I have an egg on my head?
He does. 1, 2, 3. You have 3 eggs on your head.
I do not want 3 eggs on my head.
Then I have good news.
The eggs are gone?
The eggs are hatching!
Hatching? The eggs on my head are hatching?
Cheep, 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 cheep. They have hatched.
Now I have 3 baby chicks on my head.
And 2 birds. And a nest.
I do not want 3 baby chicks, 2 birds, and a nest on my head.
Well, where do you want them?
Somewhere else! Do you know how we know that elephant is mad? Gerald is mad. Well, he's jumping, and he has his arms in the air like this. His mouth is open like he's yelling, and look, his eyes are closed. Ah! And do you see how gigantic those words are? Giant words usually mean that somebody is yelling.
Well, why not ask them to go somewhere else?
Ask them?
Ask them.
Okay, I'll try asking. Excuse me, birds, would you please go somewhere else?
No problem.
It worked!
Bye!
Now there are no birds on my head! Thank you, Piggy, thank you very much!
You're welcome.
They found somewhere else to go, but Piggy wasn't too happy about that. Well, you have made it all the way to the end of story time, so that means it is time for our Mprl challenge. Your challenge is to log on to Hoopla with your grown-up and log in with your library card and check out a book by, well, it can be any children's author, but if you want a place to start, you can pick an author that we read today. If you decided you liked a book, these authors are all on Hoopla. They have e-audiobooks that you can listen to the story being read aloud to you, or they have e-books that your grown-up can read out loud to you. If you like Willems, you can find Willems on Hoopla. If you liked Mortimer, you can find Robert Munch on Hoopla. If you like Wiggle, you can find Doreen Cronin, all of her other books on there as well. If you liked Giraffe Problems, you can find Jory John and some of his other books on Hoopla too. If you don't have a library card, you can still participate in this challenge and earn a badge by looking at a Tumble book. Go to our homepage, chatlibrary.org, click on the COVID-19 page, and on that page has a list of resources. All the way at the bottom, external links, you will find Tumble books listed there under literacy. That is the same thing as an e-book or an e-audiobook. It will show the book. There might be some animation, there might be some music, and it will have somebody reading the story aloud for you. So once you do that, head on over to mprl.chatlibrary.org, log in to our summer reading program, and you can win the badge that is Hoopla Hero. You can be Hoopla Heroes just by downloading and listening to a book from Hoopla. So good luck, have fun. I can't wait to see you next time. Have a great week. Bye.